conclusion of the third inning. All proceeds from the 50-50 support James.
We are back at the Rogers Centre in beautiful Toronto, Ontario. We have returned to you now with Blue Jays baseball. We are in the bottom of the third inning. Score between the Minnesota Twins and the Blue Jays still 0-0. Blue Jays up to bat this inning will be started off with the veteran Omar Vizquel, followed by Moises Sierra and Anthony Gose. Scott Diamond, the left-hander for the Minnesota Twins, has so far held the Blue Jays in check. And you'll be hearing a raucous ovation for the man from Caracas, Venezuela, who is making his final start of his illustrious career. And the fans around the ballpark, you see many of the Venezuelan flags here this afternoon. And the crowd is rising to their feet, even at his first at-bat. Vizquel, batting from the right side, the switch hitter, and he fouls off the first pitch behind the plate. Vizquel, the 24-year veteran. This past year, he surpassed many career milestones, the most recent. In his last series at Yankee Stadium, he gained attention around the league for passing Babe Ruth on the all-time hit list. Diamond gets him wildly swinging on a changeup low and away. Count is 0-2 now on Omar Vizquel. 59 games into the season. This is game number 60 for him. He's hitting .233 with 7 RBIs, and he fouls that one off. Vizquel, the switch hitter, trying to give the fans a great memory on the final day. Here's the pitch. And check swing, and they will call him out swinging. And that's one down here in the bottom of the third.
Number 14, Moises Sierra.
Another rookie coming to bat, Moises Sierra. The Blue Jays really showcasing the talent of the future in this game, as we said earlier. The right fielder, he's filling in. He's assumed the bulk of the duties in right field for the injured Jose Bautista. First pitch is a ground ball foul down the left field line. Jose Bautista was having a great year. He started in the All-Star game, finished second in the Home Run Derby in Kansas City. And then when he was approaching another year of 30 home runs and 100 RBIs, his season was cut short. He injured his wrist in New York. He came off the DL for a few games as a swing and a miss by Sierra moves the count to 0-2. He came off the DL for a few games, but then re-injured the wrist, and then he was placed on the DL for the rest of the year. In spot interviews with him, he said the wrist should be ready for next year. Here's the pitch. It's low and in the dirt. Ball 1. The Blue Jays this year started out so promising, and with the addition of the second playoff spot, or wild card spot in the majors this year, they were really considered a top choice to make the playoffs this season. Here's the 1-2. Low outside, just missed, ball 2. But then, within a span of 3 days, Brandon Morrow, Kyle Drabek, and rookie pitcher Drew Hutchinson went down to injuries. And shortly after, the Blue Jays went down the DL. And there's a line out to the shortstop, Flamormon. Moises Sierra fouls out for the second out of the inning. Sierra lines out for the second out of the inning. And coming up is yet another rookie, center fielder Anthony Gose. Gose so far batting in the number 9 spot. He's the center fielder. In 55 games so far, he's hitting .221. And he goes in for the bunt, drawing the infield in, but he pulls back for strike 1. He only has 1 home run, and that was a big one. He hit it in Boston. It ended up being a game-winning home run. It was a 3-run homer to right in Boston to give the Jays a win over the Red Sox. Gose lines a big one, hit in the back. It's going back, it's off the wall in right center field. Just now they're getting the ball. Gose with great speed. He's heading to third, and he will make it in with a stand-up triple. Anthony Ghost gets the Blue Jays into the hit column with a 3-bagger. And that marks the first time the Jays have been on the hit column. So Ghost gets the Jays into the hit column with 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Diamond threw him a low inside fastball, and he gulped that into right center field. I apologize for the earlier confusion. That was a triple to right center. And that brings up Rajai Davis to the plate. He takes strike 1. A triple for the speedy outfielder, Anthony Ghost. The Blue Jays did a lot of wheeling and dealing to get Anthony Ghost. He's proven to be somewhat satisfactory so far in his career. That one's low and inside, ball 1. The big weapon for Ghost, as far as the Blue Jays were concerned, other than his defense, were his ability to get on base and his speed, as just witnessed, as he was able to leg out that triple and get in there with plenty of time standing up. Diamond from the stretch again. Here's the 1-1 to Davis. Davis grounds that through the hole on the left side, base hit. And that will bring in the Jays' first run of the game. Rajai Davis with an RBI single. The score goes from 3rd. Davis brings in another RBI from the leadoff spot, and that will bring up Adeiny Hechavarria. Score is now 1-0 for the Blue Jays. They've taken the first salvo of the game. Diamond watching Davis, the runner at first. 2 out, and here's the first delivery to Hechavarria. It's low and outside, ball 1. So if you're just joining us here at the Rogers Center, the score is 1-0 for Toronto, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. A triple by Anthony Ghost and an RBI single by Rajai Davis has the Jays up 1-0. Hechavarria at bat, and the pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. Count goes to 1-1. Davis, as we mentioned earlier, he has 45 stolen bases on the campaign for 2012. That's the most by any Blue Jays player or outfielder since 51 by Shannon Stewart all the way back in 1999. Diamond checks Davis at first, and he will throw over to keep Davis on the bag. Hechavarria, the 4th rookie in the lineup today. He's batting in the number 2 spot. The primary shortstop, who will no doubt have his time at shortstop next season when he's come back at spring training, when Omar Vizquel retires in the offseason. And there goes Davis for second, and they will just let him have it. Stolen base number 46 for Rajai Davis. He took that one without much of an attempt. And so now Hechavarria has a runner at second with 2 out. He's recorded a hit in 24 of the last 28 games in which Hechavarria's had an at-bat. Davis goes to 3rd, and that is blooped in a shallow center, base hit. Davis rounding 3rd, and he'll score easily as Hechavarria drives in yet another run. The Blue Jays are up 2-0. Back-to-back RBI singles for the Jays' 1 and 2 hitters. Davis had stolen second, and then he was going on the 1-2 pitch to Hechavarria, and Hechavarria blooped one into shallow center, and Davis could have tiptoed home on that one. The Jays came into this inning with no hits in the game. They've had 3 consecutive and have given them a 2-0 lead over Minnesota. And that brings up number 3 hitter Brett Lawrie. Diamond struck him out swinging to end the first. Here's the pitch. Lawrie takes that outside, ball 1. So now Hechavarria, the runner on first. Diamond into the stretch again. The delivery. Lawrie takes that, ball 2 on the outside corner. Brett Lawrie, he hit 2 home runs in the weekend series against New York. Those were his 10th and 11th, respectively. Both of them were 2-run homers. Diamond checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch again. Ball 3 inside. Butera, the catcher, signaling for his pitcher to take a few breaths. He came into this inning, got the first 2 batters.
Let's go 1-7, here we go.
And since then has allowed 3 hits and 2 earned runs. Hecuvaria leads off first again. We'll see if Laurie has the green light. Here's the 3-0. Swinging ground ball, third base. Throw to first and scooped out of the dirt by Parmalee on the throw by Plouffe, and that will end the inning. Laurie took a chance on swinging in a 3-0, but it didn't pan out. But the Blue Jays get 3 consecutive hits and score 2 big runs. It's 2-0 Toronto. We go to the top of the 4th. You're listening to Blue Jays Baseball.